Hi, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another session of FB Live hosted by Craft Space. My name is Joey Chin. I am the craft instructor from Craft Space. Today marks the first week of our craft for September, and because we are celebrating mid-autumn as well as the beginning of autumn itself in this month. So look forward to a lot more happening workshops every week. We will start the day, the month, in fact, by having a special craft that is more environmental friendly, and it is about the nature, yeah, or the natural resources found in our planet. Okay, we are talking about whale shark today. International Whale Shark Day actually happens every year on the 30th of August. Yeah, so it is past, but we have to highlight this creature because a lot of people do not know what is whale shark. In fact, myself, I do not know that is such uh, creature that is actually found in the planet. Yeah, so it is a wonderful information for me, in fact. Yeah, so hopefully that all of you will also enjoy the workshop today, as well as some information to so that you can also share with the rest of your friends and families. Yeah, whale shark. Okay, so we talk about whale shark day. 30th August is the actual day that we celebrate whale shark day. All right, so the main purpose of this day is to, of course, highlight the whale shark, and also to raise awareness about this wonderful creature. At the same time, to raise awareness on how we can actually conserve um, and safeguard them. All right. So how we will talk a little bit about the history of International Whale Shark Day, and then we will talk a little bit about what is a whale shark, and then after that, of course, at the meantime, we will also be doing our craft. Okay. So today's craft, it's going to be fun again. Yeah, it's not just a craft, but something that you can play with at the same time. So please stay tuned, yeah, for the instruction later on, right? So let's get to know a little bit about International Whale Shark Day. Yeah, so started in 2012, International Whale Shark Day celebrates these gentle giants. Now, as we go along, we will understand more about whale shark, and then we will understand that they are actually different from their other cousins. Yeah, they are not harmful. They are very gentle. In fact, human beings are their biggest threat. Yeah, they are more afraid of us than we to them. All right. So that is why they actually mentioned that in terms of the shark family, whale shark is actually very gentle. Right. So the purpose to celebrate this day again is to raise awareness of how this animal has been hunted for its highly prized fins and meat. Yeah, a lot of people around the world, in fact, still eat shark's fin. Yeah, so that is where the fins are coming from. Of course, there are also in some part of Asia, their fins are actually very pricey. Yeah, because they use it for different reasons. Some make it into medicine, some for as a delicacy. Yeah. In 2016, the whale shark was reclassified by IUCN. IUCN stands for International Union for Conservation of Nature. So this is a group of people that actually group together to conserve the nature. Yeah, it's a union itself. So they move the species from vulnerable to endangered, which means now they are actually near extinction. Yeah, because it's already been classified as endangered animals. Yeah, so which is quite alarming, because a lot of our natural resources are declining. In fact, if let's say we do not take care of them, sooner or later it will become extinct, and our next generation or our future generations will not even know that they exist. Yeah. According to some estimates, it is believed that there are only tens of thousands of these sharks live across the globe now. Okay, so that is the reason why we need to really take care and really start to conserve or even raise awareness to ourselves as well as to our next generation, our kids. If let's say you have grandkids already, then you can also tell your grandkids, yeah, about this. Now, do bear in mind that most of our workshops on a weekly basis, we try to raise awareness about our natural resources, because the reason why also we want to teach or encourage our younger generation, our kids, our grandkids, so that they will remember, yeah, that these natural resources are given free. However, it is not going to last forever. That is why there are a lot of efforts that needs to be put in to take care of them. Yeah, so that is also one of the reasons why we have to encourage them to live a sustainable lifestyle or a greener lifestyle. Yeah, so some of the parents may think that how come every week we are bringing negative um, information. Now, these are not negative informations. Yeah, these are things that we need to know to be able to conserve our given natural resources. Yeah. Okay. So why we are saying that the number of whale shark is declining? Now, of course, hunting is a huge role to play. Now, we mentioned just now that they are hunted for their fins and meat, right? There are also cases where whale shark actually collides with boats, yeah, fishing boats, as well as getting trapped in fishing gears. Yeah, so that is why when big boats or fishing boats actually go to the sea to catch all the fish, they actually get trapped in it. Okay, so that is the reason. Yeah, of course, we can't talk about threats of any ocean life without mentioning plastic, right? So more reason for us to live a plastic-free life. Yeah, waste plastic find their way into our oceans. We have mentioned this many times. In fact, in July we actually did the whole month of plastic-free awareness campaign. Yeah, so a whale shark can easily end up ingesting plastic because they thought that it is food. Okay, and it can cause a lot of issues, as it can get lodged into a whale's digestive system. Okay, when this happens, the whale will usually starve to death, yeah, as it is not going to be able to eat anymore, right? So when you take everything that has been mentioned into account, it is not hard to see why the lives of so many whale sharks are threatened and why we need to do our part, yeah, in order to protect this endangered species. Okay, so first thing first, we need to understand, are they sharks or are they whales? Do you have an answer? Whether whale shark is a whale or a shark? If you know the answer, please type it into the comment section. Yeah, so a little wake up activity. So if you know the answer, please let us know whether, what do you think? Do you think whale shark is a shark or is a whale? Okay, Michael said shark. Any other answers? Yeah? No other answers? Latriel say is both shark and whale. Okay, so the answer is they are actually shark. Okay, they are shark. Yeah, so they are not whale, they are shark, right? So, but they are different. Like I mentioned, they are not like the rest of the shark. They are shark cousins. Yeah, so it's very different. So we will see the distinct difference when we go through the next few minutes, right? So first, we are going to talk about the craft of the day. So we are going to make a toy using plastic bottle. Now, we are going to go through the material list. So for those of you who have pre-registered earlier with us, I'm pretty sure you have already received the material list and hope that all the materials are already available, okay? So first, we need a plastic bottle. Now, any size will do. But of course, the best size to use is 1.5 liter if it's, you want it to be big. Okay, otherwise 500 ml for 600 ml bottle is good. Too small, then it is not as fun, right? Because some bottles are 350 ml. So ideally, it will be 500 ml, 600 ml, or 1.5 liter. Okay, 1 liter is good as well. All right, and then we need some cardboard. Okay, so the cardboard, best to use a thick one so that it is more sturdy. Okay, so this cardboard we will need to cut out fish. We need to cut out the fins as well, and also the tail. All right. So if you do not have cardboard, cereal box will do. Okay, but cereal box, if let's say you want to use cereal box, then we need 2 layers. Okay, and then after that, of course, we need some paint. Yeah, so paint and paint brushes. We need it, and then of course we need our best companion, scissors and cutter, and then we will need yarns, a little bit of yarns. Okay. Of course, if you are cutting out all those things before you stick it onto the plastic bottle, like what I am going to do, we will need hot glue gun. Otherwise, Yoo-hoo glue will do too, right? So if let's say you are going to completely paint the plastic bottle without having to cut out anything, then you can just leave the glue gun aside, okay? And then after that, we need a black marker so that we can draw the outline or the shape of the shark later on. All right. So for those of you who actually purchased our template, I believe that you have already printed out all 3 pieces of 3 pages of the template. Now, do take note of the size. Yeah. One page of the template is actually for 600 ml bottle, and the other 2 pages are for 1.5 liter bottle. So you need to know which bottle size you use so that you can cut out the template accordingly, right? So let's start. We will take the plastic bottle, and then we will cut. We will need the part where it's attached to the cap. All right, so the top part here, we do not want it. If you use 600 ml bottle or 500 ml bottle, the length of your bottle size should be about 15 cm, right? So if let's say you use 1.5 liter, it's 2/3 of your bottle, all right? So to be easier, it's 2/3 of your bottle that you will need, 1/3 you can cut it out, right? So let's start by cutting this. Roughly about 15 cm for small bottle, yeah. So what we do is we make a cut on the bottle itself, and then after that you can use scissors to cut. All right, so if you are too young and you are not comfortable handling sharp objects, please ask help from your parents. Okay, so because cutting plastic can be challenging, it's sharp, yeah, so you have to be very careful. So once you have cut it out, best for you to trim so that it is not sharp and pointy. Okay, so trim it a little bit so that it is smooth. Right, so let's cut this off so that it makes it smooth. Okay, and then after that, what we need to do is we need to cut the mouth shape. Okay, so it's sort of like a V shape, both sides, or a U shape if you want. Okay, but do not cut too deep in. Yeah, probably about, if let's say we say about 3 cm to 4 cm. Okay, depth is good enough. So we can make a V shape. To show with you how, so I am going to draw. So basically what we do is we need to know where is our what do you call that, the body and the top part, the head and the body, because we will need to separate this into 2 parts, yeah, when we paint, top part and the body, or the tummy. So your mouth should stand between. Okay, so if let's say this is the top, this is the body, then your mouth is supposed to be here. What you do is you just draw U shape or V shape. Okay, something like this. Okay, so I'm not sure whether you can see. Okay, so you draw V shape. Okay, both sides. Then you can cut it off. Okay, so let's cut this. This one again, best if let's say you ask your parents, if let's say you can't cut it yourself. Okay. Now this one you don't have to cut it very sharp, yeah, because at the end of the day, what we need to only see is because we want it to have a shape, yeah, like a mouth. That's all, right? Then after that, you just trim it where the flat part is so that it is round, slightly rounded. Okay, so both sides we trim it so that it's slightly rounded on the top. Okay, so it should look like this. So this is the tip, the bottom of your mouth. Okay, and then this is the front. So you see the difference in the height, right? Now, this is how it's going to look like when you paint it. So you see this, the bottom of the V shape is where the line that you should see, you should mark it so that you can know this where is the top and where is the body. Okay, so that it's easier for you when you paint it. So if let's say I were to draw a line, so this is how it would look like. I will try to show you if you can see it. Okay, so this is the line where this is the top and this is the body, and this is the mouth. Can see? Right? Okay, so next thing is we need to paint this. Now, for a whale shark, the color that you use, of course, the color that you use for whale shark is dark gray for the top. Bottom is white. Okay. Along the way, we will go through what are the unique look of features of a whale shark. So first thing first, we need to paint white and gray. Now, how to mix gray, black, and white, right? So today we will only use two colors, white and black. Okay. So what we do is we take a lot of white and a little bit of gray. Oh, sorry, a little bit of black. Okay. So a lot of white and a little bit of black. Okay, let me just take. We will mix the color. Yeah. So let me just take out a little bit of black first. And then after that, a lot of white. Okay. For those of you who have been with us for many weeks, you should know that to paint on plastic bottles, we will recommend acrylic paint because it's oil-based, it's easier to paint, and the color is sharper. Okay, so if you have acrylic paint, that would be good. Otherwise, you can use any paint. You may need to paint a few more rounds. Next thing is you need to also know that to paint plastic bottle, yeah, or any other bottle, what you need to do is best to paint a layer of white if let's say you want the color to be sharper. All right, so whatever it is, whether it is the cardboard, if the base is brown, so you need to paint a layer of white first so that the color, any other colors that you use later on, it will be sharper and more bright. All right. So for me now, I'm going to just paint gray and white. Okay. So white first for the bottom. Okay. You need to also paint the cap as well, yeah. Because the cap will also be part of. Okay. So half, everything is half, yeah. So let's paint this first while we talk about shark, this whale shark. Okay. So a little bit more info about whale shark. Yeah, they are actually a slow moving, filter feeding carpet shark. That is what according to Wikipedia. Okay. So why do we say that it is slow moving? Later on, we will I will let you know. Okay. The largest confirmed whale shark that they have found so far is 18.8 meter and weighs around 10,000 kilograms. So it is a very big shark. Okay. The whale shark holds many records. Yeah, this is what I found on the internet as well. For its size in the animal kingdom. The most visible one is, of course, they are the largest living non-mammalian vertebrate. Okay, so they are not a mammal. This morning we had an argument with the admin or the moderator and say that, is it a mammal? Well, it is not a mammal. Okay, so they are not like whale. They are more like a shark because they are shark. Okay, so sharks are not a mammal. Yeah, just to get this clear. Okay. They are almost twice the size of a great white shark. Okay, so they are, in fact, in the shark family, they are the largest. Okay, male whale shark, on average, they can reach up to 8 to 9 meters in length. Although this does not represent the maximum possible size, yeah. But in record, they are about 8 to 9 meters. Yeah. Whereas females are usually much bigger. They can reach a length of around averagely 14.5 meter. Now this is based on very limited data, because to measure a whale, measure a whale shark, you either have to do it in the water or on land. Yeah, if let's say you bring them up on the land, means that they may not live, right? Plus, their tail or their feet, their tail actually carries a lot of consideration when you want to measure it, because it can be big, it can be shorter tail. Yeah, so that is the reason why they do not have a very accurate data, but it is roughly around there. Okay. Whale shark can be found in open, warm water of the ocean, tropical ocean. Okay. One of the reasons why whale sharks are so vulnerable is also because they move at shallow depths. They are not like other sharks, yeah, and they really move very slowly in the ocean. They prefer to roam around 50-meter depth, although they can actually dive up to 1,000 meter. But usually they will prefer to be a little shallow, yeah. So they are rarely found below 21 degrees Celsius because it's too cold. So they prefer warm water. Yeah. In terms of speed, remember just now we mentioned that they are very slow. So in terms of speed, they swim at approximately 5 kilometers per hour. So it is very, very, very slow. Yeah. And that because of that reason, they are highly vulnerable to getting caught in fishing nets and also boat or ship collision. Yeah, so that is why. So white part of the shark, whale shark is done. Okay, so we can paint a second layer later on. Now we are going to paint the top part, which is gray. Now, of course, you don't have to follow exactly the color. You can paint any color that you want, because after all, this is your whale shark, yeah. So let's mix gray, one part white, one part black, two parts white will be the best combination. Otherwise, if let's say you want a little bit darker gray, then you can add a little bit more black to it. Okay. So my mixture is one part black and two parts white. Then after that, what you do is you just start to paint on it. Okay. Now, whale shark actually can live up to 80 to 130 years old. Yeah. So they can actually live that long. Okay. The reason, do you know why they actually are called whale shark? Anyone? If you know, let us know. Okay, so remember, you need to paint also the cap, yeah? So paint the cap as well, gray color and white color. Okay, now they are called whale shark because of their size. Whale sharks is actually as big as some of the species of whales. Yes, that's right. Latria, right? Yeah. So because they are big as whale, so that is why they are called whale shark. Ah, yes. This is what we are going to talk about later on as well, right? Michael, you are ahead of us. Okay, now whale shark stand out from other shark species because of their wide, flat head. So that is why the head is actually flat, yeah. So it is not like other sharks, okay. So they have wide, flat heads. They have large mouths, and they have spotted body. Means that the gray part itself or any colors that you painted on later on, yeah, so we need to put spots on it. Okay. So that is one thing. Now the second thing, of course, is like I mentioned, they have unique patterns. Yeah, the skin of a whale shark is fully unique, just like our fingerprints. Yeah, you won't find exact same pattern on two sharks, two whale sharks. Yeah, so they have their own very distinctive pattern. Okay, so basically they have 5 large pairs of gills. Yeah, their skin is dark gray. Okay, with white belly. In between it is pale gray, so you can actually blend the middle part to make it a little bit pale gray. Okay, and then they have white spot or stripes, which is unique. Yeah, so the spots and also the stripes are unique for each shark. All right, the skin can be up to 15 cm thick and is very hard and rough to touch. Okay, so if you happen to encounter any whale shark, if let's say you touch it, then you feel that it's very rough. Yeah, their skin is very rough. Okay, they have 2 pairs of dorsal fins, and a pair of pectoral fin, a pair of pelvic fins, and a single medial anal fin at the back. Okay, the tail has a larger upper loop than a lower loop, means that it is very big on top and the bottom is very small. Okay, so that is a little bit about the shape, yeah, or the feature of the shark. Okay, They were also found to possess derma denticles. Derma denticles is actually tooth-like scales. Yeah, it looks like teeth, tiny scales. Yeah, on the surface of their eyeballs, which are structured differently from their body. Okay, so this actually serve to protect their eyes from danger. Yeah, along with the whale shark's ability to retract its eye deep into its socket. Okay, so this is another feature. Okay. So our gray color is done. Hopefully yours are too. So later on we are going to paint a second layer. Okay. Now we are going to let it sit down for a while to dry before we put on our second layer. Now while we do this, we can start to plan our fins as well as our tail. Yeah. So for those of you who have the template, you can cut it out and then you can trace it onto cardboard, or you can trace it onto cereal box. For those of you who do not have the template, you can draw on the cardboard or cereal box before you paste it on, or otherwise you can straight away paint it onto the bottle. Of course, if you paint it directly, then it won't look 3D. Yeah. So if let's say you want it a little bit 3D, then it would be great to actually cut and paste. All right. Okay. So first we will start with the tail. So the tail will look something like this. Like I mentioned, it has a very large portion, a big loop on top and a smaller loop at the bottom. Okay, so this is your tail shape. So you can draw this shape onto the straight away onto the cardboard or cereal box, or if let's say you do not have boxes, you can actually trace it onto paper and then you can cut it out. Okay, so for those of you who are tracing it onto cardboard, so you can straight away cut it out, paint it. The tail itself is gray color. Yeah, same color as the top of your body. So if let's say your body is blue color, please paint this blue as well. If let's say you paint it gray, then this is also gray. Okay, so let's paint this first. We are going to straight away paint this. So when you paint this, if let's say you want it to be 3D, make sure you paint it both sides. Okay, I'm going to paint it both sides so that it's looks nicer. Okay, so one side is done, and then I'm going to paint the other side, and then after that we'll let it dry. Okay, all right, so both sides is done. Later on we are going to stick it on using Yoo-hoo glue or glue gun. Okay, both sides is done, right? So we put it one side, let it dry. All right. So while you do this, we are going to talk a little bit more. Okay. Now, because of its huge size, right, the whale shark actually play a major role in maintaining the health of marine ecosystems. Yeah. We are going to talk a little bit more about the ecosystem, and what they do on a day-to-day basis can have far-reaching effects. Yeah, they are not just a shark or a fascinating creature, but they also play a very, very large role in our ecosystem. Okay, so once you are done with the tail, then we need to draw the fins. Yeah, so we have a pair of what do we call that? Let's see, dorsal fins. Yeah, dorsal fins is the long fins at the side, both sides of the body. Okay, so the dorsal fin looks like this. so we need 2 of it. Yeah. So this dorsal fin is also follow the color of the body. All right. So if let's say you are painting this, make sure that you paint it the color of your body. Now this one you can actually, if let's say you do not want to cut, you can actually draw and paint it. Then later on you can just trace with marker. All right. Otherwise, if let's say you have the fin, you can actually stick it on like this. Either this, oops, either this or like this. You can stick it on. Okay. So this one is a little bit at the back, like this. Both sides. So one side here and then the other side is here. Okay. So both sides of your body. One side and one side. So this one is gray color, yeah. So let's put this down and then we start to paint this. Okay. So we will paint this gray. You can paint both sides. If let's say you are painting both sides, so one side is gray and one side is white. Okay. If let's say you are putting it like this, so the top part is gray, the bottom part is white. Otherwise, then you can straight away to make it easier. Then you can straight away paint the whole thing gray color. Okay. Okay. So dorsal fin, one pair, and then we will have what else? We will have a pair of pectoral fin. Pectoral fin is actually at the back. Yeah. So pectoral fin is, let me see, how does it look like? So like this. Okay. So you don't have to follow exactly. What you do is you can cut out the shape of the fin. The fin usually is a V shape. Yeah. So you can just cut out a V shape. Okay. To make it easier. Right. So this is the pectoral fin. If let's say you don't want to put so many fin, also it's fine. Yeah, but the most distinct one is the one that is at the side and the one at the very near the tail. Yeah, so that is the one that you need to do. And then after that, we will need a pair of pelvic fin. Okay, pelvic fin. Okay, smaller size. And then after that, you will need a very, very small fin at the back near your tail there. Okay, it's a very small. Basically, you can draw the shape all the same. It's just that you just have to look at the size. Yeah, so this is the smaller size, and then you have the the pelvic fin. Yeah, and also this pectoral fin. So you can see that basically the size are all different, but the shapes are more or less the same. So you can do the same. Otherwise, then you can just skip most of the fin and just make sure that you have the side fins as well as the back smallest fin. Yeah. So this is what we are going to do. But you should know that for a shark whale, they actually have that many fins. Yeah. A whale shark whale. Oh dear. Okay. So this one we are going to do both sides. And then let it dry. All right. Okay. So I think our bottle is dry. So I am going to paint the second layer. Add a little bit more paint first. And then after that, we can start to put some spots on it. Okay. White paint. Okay, so we are going to paint white color first. All right. So Michael mentioned just now that they actually eat plankton, small fish, shrimps, and squids. Yeah, so yes, they are. But mainly, their diet consists of plankton. Yeah, so that is why it actually leads to um, their ecosystem, our ecosystem balance. Yeah, how? Because they eat like when I mentioned that they eat plankton, yeah, because that is their main diet. They actually eat up to 20 kilograms of plankton every day. Yeah. So why we say that they actually balance up our ecosystem is because it, the water that are rich in plankton, right? So we need it to have the balanced amount of plankton, not too much, not too little. Okay, so they actually, what you call that? When the plankton is too much, then actually they will cover up the oxygen level. Yeah, so that is why it's very dangerous. And also, if let's say it is too much of plankton in the ocean, um, they actually has toxic. They release too much toxic. Then if let's say the sea ocean creature eat all this plankton, yeah, and then they can actually kill all the fishes. So that is the reason why um, a right amount of plankton in the ocean is important. Yeah, and interestingly, whale shark actually controls them, so they are called the plankton controller, right? Okay, so second layer of my white is done, so we will proceed to make the gray color. Okay, so let's mix our gray. Mm. All right, so a little bit darker gray now. It looks much darker than just now. Okay, so let's paint this second layer quickly. So while you paint this, I am going to do the lucky draw now, so that we can have more time later on to talk about the whale shark. Yeah, right. So we're done. Then we just put it to dry. So I am going to do the lucky draw now. So please make sure that if you hear your name being called, you have to let us know that you are here. Yeah. Otherwise, then we won't know. Okay. So for those of you who are new to our FB Live, yeah, we always have lucky draw on our weekly workshop. Now, how do you actually participate in the lucky draw? There's nothing much that you need to do except that you need to pre-register with us. So once you are registered with us, you will receive the material list from us. That is one thing. Second thing is you are automatically eligible for the lucky draw itself, right? So today we are going to draw 5 names. Since this is the beginning of the first week of September. So this month we are going to have a different lucky draw prizes. Yeah. So this month you will be looking at a lot of trial classes. Yeah. So first off being of course a free trial class from Craft Space itself. So today we will pick 5 lucky winners to be part of the trial class. Yeah. So let's see who are the 5 lucky kids. So when I call your name, please make sure you respond by typing into the comment section and say that you are here. So for example, if let's say I call Joey, so you need to type in the comment section and say Joey is here. All right? Clear? Yeah. All right. So let's see who is the lucky winner number 1. Mika Chin. Mika Chin. Mommy Sharon Ko. So Mika, if you are here, please let us know by typing into the comment section and say that Mika is here, okay? So that is a lucky winner number 1. So let's pick lucky winner number 2. Choi Gracelyn, Mommy Tan Jasmine. Choi Gracelyn, Mommy Tan Jasmine. All right, Gracelyn, if you are here, please type into the comment section. So this is 2 already done. Third one. Jaden Ko, Mommy Mandy Chang. Jaden Ko, Mommy Mandy Chang. So Jaden, if you are here, please type into the comment section and say Jaden is here. Okay. So 4th name, Allison Chu, Mommy Chua Ai Li. Gracelyn is here. Okay, congratulations, Gracelyn. So we'll put one side. Okay. So Allison Chu, Mommy Chua Ai Li is the 4th name that we called. And the last name, Ivan Ng, Mommy Gan Chai Yin. Ivan Ng, Mommy Gan Chai Yin. Jaden Ko is here. All right, let's put it one side. Congratulations, Jaden. Okay. Mika is here. Congratulations, Mika. So we are looking for Allison Chu as well as Ivan Ng. All right. So we give it a little bit of time. While we wait for them to respond, we are going to look at our shark, almost dry. Now, next thing is we need Allison Chu is here. Congratulations, Allison. So we will need to cut out our fish. Yeah. So we talk about the diet: plankton, fish, small fish. Okay, small fish. Shrimps is prawns, smaller size, and then small squid. So if let's say you want, you don't want to make fish, you can make prawns, you can make squid, you can make plankton. Okay, so these are the 4 diet of a whale shark. Okay, for us, we are going to draw fish. So fish shape is very simple, like this. Okay. So this is a shape of a fish. It doesn't have to be big. If let's say you are using a small bottle, the 500 ml and the 600 ml bottle, the fish from from mouth to tail, it should only be about 3.5 centimeter. Okay. Of course, if let's say you are using a big bottle, then maybe you can put up to 5 to 6 centimeters. Okay. Now the fish itself, if let's say you are using cardboard or cereal box. In fact, if let's say I would not recommend you to use paper because it's too soft and too light. Okay, best it will be on cardboard. Okay, so you need 2 pieces, so you can stick it like this. So we are going to paint our fish both sides. Yeah, let's paint this a very colorful fish. Let's see our vibrant color. Okay, let's go for orange. So we will make orange fish. Okay. So is Ivan Ng here? Ivan Ng, Mommy Gan Chai Yin. So if you are here, please let us know. Otherwise, then we will draw another name later on, yeah? So cut out your fish, very tiny fish. Okay, so 1 fish is done. We only need 1 fish, yeah? But we will need 2 pieces of the fish so that we can stick it on together. Okay, so the second piece is done. Okay, so we'll put one side like dry, and then we will go back to our bottle. Right. So the bottle, now we have to fix all our fins as well as our tail, yeah? So the tail, we fix it here, okay? At the base of your bottle cap, right? So this one, you can just stick it on directly using hot glue gun. Okay, let's put a little bit of hot glue here. And then after that, we will stick it on. Okay. Right, so the tail is done. And then now we need to fit the fin. Okay, so the fin, again, the main thing is the side fin, yeah, the side fin that you have painted. So you just have to stick it on. So we will just put a little bit of glue and then stick it on. Okay, so one side is done. Then let's do the other side. Okay, the other side is done. Then now we are going to fit the fins. Okay, where is my fin? So I am going to fit only the smallest fin at the top here. Okay, that is for the tail, near the tail part. Okay, so we are going to fit it here. So let's put a little bit of glue at the bottom, and then after that we will fit it. Now for those of you who have more fin, then if let's say you have more fin, then you should fit it in. Okay. Right. So this is how it looks like. So the rest of the fin, you have one more here actually, at the body there, and then one at the bottom. Okay. That is the bigger fin, yeah, the bigger size of the fin, and also the other one at the bottom is the smaller one. Okay. But we are not going to fit it in. Oopsie. Let's fix our tail first. Okay, and then after that, we will need the eyes, yeah, so you can start to draw the eyes on. Otherwise, you can actually cut paper and then stick it on. Now, don't forget, we need to also put spots onto the body itself, yeah, so white spots, tiny spots, yeah. So let's clean our brush, and then after that, we need white color spots. So let's put a bit of spots. Different sizes will be good. So you can just go random, yeah. In fact, the fin as well as the tail, it should also be spots. Yeah. So just make sure you do as well. So put some on the tail. Both sides. Okay. And then put on the body itself. Right? And then basically your whale shark is done. Now we need to put the eyes both sides, yeah, both sides of the body. So this one we are going to cut out a bit of white paper, and then after that we will draw the black color eyeball. Okay, So the size of the eyes is actually up to you. If you want it to look cute, then you can draw a big eye. Yeah, otherwise then small eyes will do as well. So let's cut another circle. Okay, so 2. Let's see whether it's the same size. Yeah, slightly. Okay, and then we can use a marker to draw the eyeball. I want it to be cute, so I'm going to make cute 1. Okay. Alright, so the eyes are done. So my eyes look like this, both sides. Okay, so you still see the white and then black. Then after this, we need to fix this on. Okay, so let's put some glue. And the other side as well. Okay, so basically this is done. Now if let's say you want to draw outline, just make sure that you draw the outline so that it looks more prominent if let's say you want. Otherwise then you can just leave it as it is. Okay, so this is the whale shark. And then next we have to look at our tiny fish. Let's see whether it's dry. If it is dry, then we can start to tie this onto a strand of yarn. So the yarn, the length of the yarn, it should be about 45 to 50 centimeters. Yeah, too short, then it will be a little bit more difficult if let's say you want to play with it. Okay, so you don't have to measure. So probably about 1 arm length or slightly more is good enough. Yeah. So what we do is we cut, and then if let's say you can drill hole at the back of your cap, it will be good. Yeah. Otherwise, then what you do is you just put 1 tail end into your bottle cap and then just twist it. Okay, just screw tight so that your yarn will stay inside. Okay. Okay, so it will attach to the back, and then the other part, the other tail, is where you attach the fish. Okay, so what we do is we take the fish, one fish first, one side of the fish, we put glue because we need to attach the yarn onto it. So we put our yarn onto the fish. If let's say you want to put one layer, if you think that is okay, then you can just stop here. Otherwise, you can put 2 so that you can stick together. Now the reason why I put 2 is because we need it to have a little bit of weight. Yeah, too light, then it may not be able to sort of like jump. Okay, so that is the reason why. So we stick it both sides. Okay, so both sides, here and here. Then your yarn is in between. And basically you are done. Okay, so how do you play? Now the purpose of this game is a fish eating shark, means that the fish has to go into the mouth of the shark. Okay, so this one, what you do is you need to, if you think that the yarn is too long, then you can just cut it off a little bit. Basically what you need to do is you need to play with this bottle so that the fish can be trapped into the mouth itself. Okay, right? So this thing will definitely have to be, the yarn have to be longer than the bottle of the whale shark. Okay, so it has to be longer, but not too long. This one perhaps is too long, so you can cut it a little bit, or you can actually keep it inside your bottle itself. Yeah. So let's keep some of it inside. But main thing is it has to be longer than your bottle. So just make sure of that. Okay, so what you do is you just twist this. And then this one, you just have to do like that. So if let's say if it is too light, that is the reason why this one won't be able to jump into. So that is why you need to have a little bit of weight. If let's say you have paper clips, you can also put paper clips in. Okay, then to give it more weight. So basically, this is the toy. So once you're done, you can start to play with it. Okay, so you need to trap this into the mouth. Okay, so you just go on like that. Okay, so until you can catch the fish. So you can actually play this at home while we are still stuck at home. Yeah, unfortunately, there's nowhere that we can go. So rather than spend lots of time on the devices playing games, why not you create your craft toy? Yeah. Okay, so this is the craft of the day. So hopefully that you have done it and you enjoyed making it, and at the same time you learn a little bit about whale shark. So do we have our last lucky draw winner, Ivan Ng? No? Okay, so we will draw another name. Let's see who will be the last name that we will call. Last name. Ong Shi J. Mummy Michelle Lee. Ong Shi J. Mummy Michelle Lee. Okay, so Shi J, if you are here, please let us know. Okay. Ong Shi J. Mummy Michelle Lee. Do we have Ong Shi J? Shij is here? All right. Yes, Mummy Michelle Lee. Congratulations, Shij. So all 5 of you, let me just go through the name. Ong Shij, Mika Chin, Jaden Ko, Choi Grace Lin, as well as Alison Chu. The 5 of you, we will be in touch with your mummy to explain more on the details of the lucky draw prizes. Okay? So that wraps up today's session. Hope that you have fun. And also hope that you have got some insight on whale shark. Okay, so for us, main thing is since it is International Whale Shark Day, though it's past, it is also a good opportunity for us to find out more about whale shark. So please do a little bit extra research, yeah, to learn more about this special, unique creature on the internet. Yeah, since we are already on our devices. So might as well do something more beneficial or more useful instead of just play games or binge watch videos. Yeah. So you can also, if you happen to be able to visit seashore in the future or go diving, if you have a chance to come across whale shark, you know what it will look like. And please share with us if you have pictures of you posing together with the whale shark. Yeah, of course, though we always mention that, you know, we don't encourage all these activities, but it's a good experience for us as well. Yeah. All right, so I will see you next week for mid-autumn. Right, so we are going to make a craft for mid-autumn, because mid-autumn is coming up very, very soon. It's in another probably about 2 to 3 weeks time. Yeah, so please make sure that you join us. At the same time, we are also having some mid-autumn workshops. If you are interested, please check it out on our Facebook page. If you have not followed us or liked our page, please do so, so that you can continue to get more updates from us. Yeah. So we also encourage your kids or yourself to post your final artwork on your Facebook page and tag us, Craftspace MY. So hopefully we will be able to see all your masterpieces. And we also thank our followers for sending us pictures of your final artwork, because well, every artwork or every masterpiece is unique by itself. Okay, so don't be shy and say that, oh, it's not nice. No, there's nothing. There is no definition of nice and not nice in terms of arts and craft, right? Because we would know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, so for us, every artwork is a masterpiece. So please feel free to share with us. All right. Someone actually asked for us to show the shark again. Yeah. So this is. Let me put it at the. Try to find white background so you can actually see. Yeah, it's not white enough. Okay. Okay. So this is how it looks like. Okay. So you have the body, dark gray color, and then the belly is white color, and then you have your fin fixed on both sides. Okay. So that the side fins are important. Yeah. So if let's say you do not want to put so many fins on your bottle, then at least you have to put that, and then you have to put one at the back. And actually, if let's say you can, you put another one here, okay, on top of the body. So one here and one here. Bottom part, you can have another two, but we don't put because it's too much. Then it's very difficult for us to hold. Yeah, and then your tail. So your tail, make sure top loop is long, short. The bottom loop is short. Okay. Then after that, you can put your eyes. And if let's say you want to make it even nicer, you can start by decorating your shark. Yeah. Okay, so how many fins that we need to put? Okay, two sides fin. Yeah. Two sides fin. And then after that, let's see. Let me just go through very quickly. Okay, two sides fin. And then two pectoral fin. Okay, so one here and one at the bottom. And then after that, you will have a pair of pelvic fins. Pelvic fins is actually at the side here. Okay, and then after that, you have one fin at the back here. So in total, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the side fin. You have 7 other fins. You have 7 fins in total. Okay. So here one, here another one, here one, here one. Okay. Right. Okay, 2 here, 2 here, 1, 1, and then 1 here. That's all. Right. So I hope that you are complete. You have really completed your toy. Show us how you play. Please send us video if can. Then we can actually share it on our Facebook page as well. Other than that, congratulations to all the lucky draw winners. We will be in touch with you in a short while. I will see you next week for our Mid-Autumn Craft. So please make sure you take note of the update, yeah, on our Facebook page, as well as if let's say we have your contact details, then we will also share with you the details. Right. Until then, I'll see you next week. Have a good weekend, and also enjoy to do more craft. All right. Bye.